If the Chiefs win out, if the Chiefs win their final 7 games in the regular season, if they don't lose any of the remainder of their games, especially against the Panthers and the Raiders and the Steelers, for example, if the Chiefs win out, they will finish 16-1. If the Chiefs finish 16-1, they are going to finish 17-2 for the season by losing the AFC Championship game. That is if the Chiefs finish 16-1. Kansas City Chiefs is Gematria of 172. So they could finish exactly with a 17-2 record. Or if they finish 15-2 by winning the divisional in the AFC Championship games, they could enter the Super Bowl with a 17-2 record. It is Caesars Superdome, that is Gematria of 18-2. Should the Chiefs finish 15-2, by winning the Super Bowl at the Caesars Superdome, they would finish with an 18-2 record for the season. A three-peat in a likely matchup against Lamar Jackson at some point. That is if they finish 15-2 to cap the regular season. So basically, there's 3 exactas I'm looking at. The Chiefs over the Lions, and then the Lions over the Chiefs, in case if, they don't conquer the three-peat. And then, of course, if it's Lamar Jackson's year, I like Baltimore over Detroit. But I think these are the 3 combinations we have to look at. The Lions definitely to play in the game. Because remember, the amount of time from the Lions upset over the Chiefs to the Super Bowl would mark 17 months and 2 days. Well, that's 172 like Kansas City Chiefs. In 1 year and 5 months and 2 days, that's basically Gematria of Patrick Mahomes. So there's basically 2 ways of looking at that. So do the Lions make it to the Super Bowl 1 year, 5 months, and 2 days after facing Patrick Mahomes? Or also, another interpretation, could they face off against Mahomes again 1 year, 5 months, and 2 days later? So they make it to the game this duration after facing Mahomes, or they face Mahomes again. So this is kind of what I am looking at. This is the inference that this is just what I'm making sense of as far as the site of the Super Bowl, and then Kansas City Chiefs is always going to be important, Gematria. So, how many games they have left against the conference? Let's take a look. The Chiefs three-peat, then obviously Burrow is gonna beat them next year. If they do conquer the AFC this year. So they have 6 more games against the conference. They'll finish 11-1 against the conference. They could go 13-1 like Gematria Championship, and if they lose in the conference title, then they could finish with a 12-2 record if they were to win out the remainder of their games. And then if the Chiefs finish 15-2, then they would finish 10-2 against the conference. Could be 12-2 in the conference to make it back to the Super Bowl again. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking at. So again, let's go to Patrick Mahomes and see what stacks up. How many losses Andy Reid has had as a coach since Patrick Mahomes became a starter is a good indicator. We were at 25 losses. 25 is Gematria Ravens. They're at 28 losses since Mahomes became the starter during the 2018 season. So do they get 29th loss? Mahomes, Gematria, 29. It's Campbell, that's Gematria of 28 and 64. Dan Campbell is Gematria of the 1 year, 5 months, and 2 days after the Chiefs Lions opener. Dan Campbell to make it to the Super Bowl that point in time later from September 7th of 2023. And so Lamar Jackson, he could enter the Super Bowl with a 5-4 record like last year's Super Bowl at Vegas, and then if he loses the AFC Championship game, then it's Lamar, that's Gematria 45, and the Buffalo Bills will be the opponent from the prior round.